It is a sad but happy day here at the Magic Kingdom. We are here to say goodbye to Splash Mountain and get our final rides here on Splash Mountain. And I'm thinking we're gonna do two of them. I think we're gonna try and do one right now. We just got into the park, so we're gonna head that direction right now, but we're gonna look to get on, nice and early, and then I'm gonna maybe try to line us up to see the fireworks while going down the hill at Splash Mountain. It's gonna be a little difficult, but we may try and do that today as well. But obviously it's a good day because we're here at Magic Kingdom. So a little sad, a little happy, but come join us today as we say goodbye to the beloved Splash Mountain as it starts to turn into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I also want to point out that I am wearing my brand new shirt from Epcot for Festival of the Arts, which has all of the rainbow going on. I also have my shades, which have kind of that rainbowy tint to them. So I am kind of just rainbowed out today. I absolutely love this Spirit jersey. The two Spirit jerseys I have from Epcot have been so good. So I'm hoping to pick up a few more in time, but honestly, they are really nice Spirit jerseys. I gotta give Epcot some credit. Already as we are walking into the park here and walking up to the castle, we can hear Vamos. It has been a hot minute since we've seen this fun little parade here. And it doesn't look too busy today. I mean, granted, not everybody's watching the parades all the time, but I mean, check the crowds. Right now, it's not too bad. It's about 5 o'clock, so not too bad. Oh, and it is jamming now. So let's go take a look at some Vamos. I just noticed with Vamos, I've never seen Raya before, and she was up top, kind of front and center on the top there. So kind of interesting. I know that they cycle through characters. Sometimes you'll see a lot more characters. Sometimes you'll see a lot less characters. It just kind of depends. Maybe time of day determines that a little bit. But yeah, we've never seen Raya before, so that was brand new for us. It looks like a lot of new cast members too. I don't know if they're cycling through, but you can kind of the more you come to the parks, you start to see a lot of the same characters or whatever it might be, or people playing the characters. And I didn't recognize any of them today. But either way, we are heading over to Splash Mountain. We are just right around the corner here. Sunset is coming down, so we might have a really beautiful ride on Splash for our kicking off of a farewell to our last splash here at Splash Mountain. So the queue just went up to 90 minutes. It was 85 minutes, and you can see what the lines are looking like here. It is packed as people are prepping to ride for their final rides here on Splash Mountain. And you can see actually Lightning Lane is very backed up over there as well. It was pretty much at the entrance. You could see them lined up right along the side. So this is going to be probably every bit of an hour and a half. I don't think we're going to get quite a sunset here, unfortunately, but it will still be a nice ride. So we're waiting in line, and I had to get some snacks because obviously an hour and a half, I gotta have something. But I'm curious, what is your go-to snack for line? This is the first time I've had the caramel glazed pecans in forever. I used to get these all the time. They're not fresh, but they're still delicious. Literally, it's been years since I've had them. But what is your guys' favorite sit-in-line snack if you know you're gonna be in line for an hour? What are you picking up at the parks? Since we've been coming, the train has not gone, but we do have to go on a ride on the train. And I totally forgot all about it, that it was back up and running. So maybe, I don't know how late it runs. Do we attempt to get that today, or do you think next time?
I think it's going to be dark by the time we get off this.
Yeah.
And I think maybe for the first train ride, we don't want darkness, but that's just my thoughts. Is it too dark to enjoy the park, right? Because it's right around the park?
I think so, yeah, kind of. I've actually never done the train before. I think it was up and running when I was younger, but I'm not too certain. But it's also stopped on the tracks up there. So I don't know if they're having a little backup. It was there for a while. I also didn't realize that it actually came over here by Splash Mountain.
I think they're loading.
Are they loading?
It looks almost like that when people walk in. Yeah, they're getting on.
Oh. Yeah, I saw like the front of it. It looked like it was like off there to the right a little bit. I don't know. But finding ways to entertain ourselves for an hour, hour and a half here. This is one way. And also just looking at the crowds is another way. Yikes. Now, just to give a little update on why it is so busy here at Splash Mountain. The ride, I guess I've kind of mentioned it just assuming people kind of knew. But for those of you that don't know, it closes down on January 23rd. Today is January 20th, which means there is 3-ish days and a few hours left. I don't know if they're closing it on the 23rd or after the 23rd. Like, can you still ride on the 23rd? I'm not sure. But that is why it's so busy today. It's also Friday. So you have Friday, people wanting to ride the ride, and obviously, you know, with it closing down, people want to get in. So that is why you have this ride at such a long wait. I've been keeping track of it. I feel like the longest wait I've seen over the past like month and a half has been like maybe 20-25 minutes. I'm sure it's spiked higher, but from everything that I've seen, it's been very low. So this is just kind of because obviously the ride's closing, and that is why you see these insane lines. So don't expect this most of the time. I feel like in January and February in the future, except for the fact obviously you'll have the new ride. So maybe expect it. I don't even know now. I guess. Yeah, I was like maybe now with the new ride it's gonna be busy, but. That is why we are waiting in a 90-minute long line, is because we want that last ride before it closes down. Like I said, I mentioned it at the start of the vlog, but just so you guys are now aware, it is closing on the 23rd, and that is what's happening, and that's why you see these lines the way that they are. We are moving pretty slow here right now, by the way. We are, you know, probably still quite a ways out here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm pretty much gonna put the camera away, and then we will go ahead and pick up once we get inside, and then we kind of get onto the ride. But as of now, I think we're just gonna be waiting around for quite a little while, unfortunately. So we'll check back in as soon as we can. Probably gonna have our different lens on as well, because as you can see, it is getting dark here now. We're losing sun. A little upset about that. That's okay. It is okay. But we'll be back in just a minute. All right, just a little update here. We are finally moving into the building now, and we are right under 2 hours. We've been hearing some announcements that things are moving a little slow, but just to give you an idea, we are still a little bit of a ways out here, and just under 2 hours. We might ultimately get the firework display based on our just timing of this ride right now. So I don't know, we're gonna see what ends up happening, but it is going very slow at the moment. Just to give you guys another little update here. So it hasn't been that long. It's been a little under 10 minutes, but just so you can see how far we moved. We went from that doorway to right here. Wait a minute. And I might have just broken our curse. We're moving a few feet. And I think we're gonna stop right here now. Very, very slow moving. Also, Lightning Lane is just getting like flooded right now with people. We have just passed where Lightning Lane and the regular line meets up. We are at 2 hours and 46 minutes. So I know you guys can't see. I do have to explain what happened in line here. That's why you cannot see a good visual. Little issue with my other lens. So I'll explain that when we get off, but 2 hours and 45 minutes, basically a little over. And we thought we were gonna have to do another round for the fireworks, but maybe we'll end up getting them on our run. I don't know.
I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light. I'm so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty.
All right, we have just finished up our
The last splash.
the
The last splash.
I think I already said it, but it doesn't matter. We just finished our last ride
Last splash.
on Splash Mountain. As Splash Mountain, obviously, it will turn into Tiana's here in who knows how long.
Years.
But we waited almost 3 hours, but we ended up getting front row during the finale fireworks. So it weirdly kind of worked out. But then, like, I think my other lens is broken, so you can see we're like in the light right now. So I'll explain a little bit of it, but basically, long story short is I dropped it. It like slid off of my bag, and then the lens like hit, and I think it like broke. So I don't know if I'm gonna have many nighttime vlogs coming out unless we're basically indoors, but it was still crazy to think that we had the finale going for the fireworks and we were front row after
For
that
the last
insanely
ride.
long line. Yeah, so on January 20th, we were the last option,
Long
I
to
guess,
go for the fireworks show.
for the finale there. So
I
that is
think
pretty
it's
cool.
crazy to think we thought we were gonna ride it, get off, get back in line,
Yeah.
and ride it again for the
Yep.
fireworks show.
I was gonna say that's the big thing is we were talking about potentially getting back in line at some point to do the fireworks, and we ended up just waiting 3 hours practically to end up getting fireworks anyway. So it kind of worked out. Again, weird situation, but we did end up getting that. So hopefully you guys see some of that footage there. And yeah, got a little wet. Not horrible, not like ripsaw, but definitely wet. Well, if you guys can kind of see, again, this is my lens that is nicer, but it is darker. It doesn't allow for low light as much, but you can kind of see the line is still out the front here, and it is going very slow. I'm gonna guess this line's gonna take almost 4 hours because we were moving decently quick. I'm so sorry you guys can't see this that well, but we were moving decently quick, and the line like stopped like halfway through, and it took us so long from where we were. So this is going to take forever for these people. I feel very bad, but you know what? They want their last ride. I totally understand why they're gonna wait. But wow, this is a very, very long line. I mean, it is. Oh my gosh, it's wrapped all the way outside. Jeez, I wish I had my low light lens right now. Oh, holy cow. All right, we are finally off of Splash Mountain, and I kind of already explained to you guys a little bit of what happened over there, but just to show you, I'm gonna show you my lens here. We are at Pecos. We're gonna grab a little bit of food here before we actually head over to the other side of the park and probably do like Space Mountain or whatever. Again, so just to reiterate, we had the first row during the finale on the final ride of January 20th, which I think is pretty cool and pretty insane. So as you can see, here's my lens here. This is the cap that goes on when it's not being used, and it's kind of mangled, and then when you take this piece off, it shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be exposed to the wires there, and this ring actually like comes out. So yeah, it shouldn't look like this at all. All right, we have finished up eating. Onward towards space. Again, you guys won't be able to see much as long as I'm pretty much in any sort of darkness. So I will do my best to show you as we journey over that way. And yeah, also the fajitas were pretty decent from Pico Bills. They seem to have actually really decent food here at the Magic Kingdom. I would highly recommend if you guys are hungry. That's a very good option. We've had good luck there every single time we've eaten. So definitely check that out for food. Also, another little tip, make sure you guys just like get a table and then mobile order. 9 out of 10 times, you're gonna get your food dang near right away and you've got a table. Boom, pro tip from me. We are taking a quick stop over here to the carousel because we haven't done this yet since moving down here. So we're gonna do a quick ride on the carousel here. And we were noting that it looks like all of them are horses. We were a little surprised that there's no like Disney characters here, but I think it's meant to be original, and this might be like one of the original ones. I don't know the history to it, but yeah, it was kind of interesting to note that there are no like Disney characters here. It's just literally what you would imagine seeing a pretty stereotypical carousel. Nicole's first ride.
You been on this?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So then Dillon's first ride.
My first ride. I got a stallion. She has the one with all the flowers.
Dillon picked it out for me because he knows I love my flowers.
I did. She loves her flowers. I was like, do you want that one? And then she immediately said yes. And then Nicole said I should ride this one because it looks like a stallion. And I don't know. It has some jewels on it. You see the jewel up here and a jewel here. So it feels very large. I don't know if that's just because I'm up in the air though. We've we've been waiting a little while here. I think it actually takes significantly longer to like load and get this carousel ready to go than it does for the actual like duration. I feel like it was like 45 seconds when we watched the group in front of us. And I feel like we've been waiting here for almost 5 minutes now. So, oh well. The best horse is the outside horse because you never go below the inside horses. You're always above everybody else. Hands down, best horse, outside horses. Team outside horse. See, look, like I never go below Nicole's horse. I'm just above the entire line. I'm leading the charge. You see the heads? Look at the heads. Mine never dips. Team outside horse. Woo! There is Tron. It is lit up and glowing, and in all honesty, I tried to get it earlier and it's just not gonna show up the same, but you can see this like overlay, like the like facade there from across the park. They did a really good job. It is running right now. I just saw a train go by. But it went across like the park, you can see that. And something interesting with Tron, so we do have an opening date. I believe it's like April maybe 6th or 7th or something. It's right after they do the new fireworks and everything. But I think we're gonna have some AP previews in about a month or so. So do stay tuned for that, which is a good segue to say, if you guys are enjoying today's content and you wanna see more videos like this, make sure to give it a like and to stay subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to see more. That obviously will help us. We have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers for 2023, but we will be releasing content, and when they do, the annual pass previews for Tron, which is now over there, we will be there. 100% we'll be doing annual pass previews for Tron when it opens. Soon, soon, soon. All right, it posted 45-minute wait. We'll find out what the actual wait time is here, and we will let you know. I'm gonna guess it's not 45, but definitely could be, depending on where the line decides to start. Ooh, no, it starts here. Could be 45. We are in the hallway, just getting ready to board. We're on the other side of the wall here, for those of you that know this. But we are at 22 minutes on a posted 45-minute wait, so I'm gonna guess maybe another 5 to 7 minutes if everything goes smooth here, and we should be on. So that is not an accurate wait time. It's a little hard to see, but this is gonna be the pathway to get to Tron. It looks actually a little congested how it's gonna be funneling in, just like right along this building here, and then it'll end up wrapping around and opening up to Tron over there. So they have it blocked off with bushes right now, but yeah, it kind of looks like it could potentially get congested if there's a lot of traffic, like right in this spot, right there. I don't think it'll happen, but if it does, like that's where I'm gonna guess people are getting like clogged up a little bit. All right, everybody, that is going to end our day here at the Magic Kingdom and saying farewell to Splash Mountain. And honestly, it was a weird day because at the end of the day, I feel like there was a lot of weird, bad things that happened. Broke my lens that I'm clearly gonna have to send in to get repaired. Nicole, when we came in, like her phone case, like she dropped her phone case, that broke. Something else just happened. I just feel like there was like some weird kind of just like bad things that happened. But at the end of the day, we did get a great ride, even after waiting 3 hours. I mean, that was insane too, but we waited 3 hours to ride Splash Mountain for one last hurrah and to just say farewell to that ride. I've ridden that ride since I was a child. A lot of people have a lot of fond memories of it, and obviously it's a classic here at the parks. You know, I'm not really up in arms about the whole Tiana thing. I think they honestly could have just built something new. If you ask my opinion, I think they could have just like built a new ride or done something a little different, because a lot of people are like die-hard fans over there. So yeah, it is what it is, but I would say that again, it was awesome to have the finale for Enchantment going off as we were going down the hill. Like, again, we were the final ride for the fireworks. Like, we were going down, it was blowing off like crazy, and then the log flume behind us was like the fireworks were done. So we literally had the last one for January 20th. I feel like that's kind of cool. The final Friday before Splash Mountain closes, we got the finale of the fireworks show before Splash Mountain goes away. I don't know, something about it was kind of special. So it just made the whole 3 hour wait worth it, I think. But yeah, it was kind of cool to just like something nostalgic about it. It just felt very unique, and we were really happy. It's like we got done with a 3 hour long wait for Splash Mountain and we weren't upset about it like at all. And I think it was because of just everything coming together. So really cool, really happy that we got to say goodbye, got to kind of just like do our little farewell to you know, the ride and what it is and what it will then be at some point in the future. And got to ride a little bit more as soon as we finish up with that. But again, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. We will be back here pretty soon to do a little bit more. Obviously, at that point, Splash Mountain will be gone, and we will kind of continue on just hanging out here, doing other things, obviously. But either way, we're going to get out of here. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging around. But we will see you in the next one. Take care.